You go in. Blushing tomato. On summer evenings sometimes here, and it's happening right now, you'll hear like just a really low rumble of thunder off in the distance. A lot of times once it gets dark, you'll see these electrical storms just off in the distance, and it starts usually about the beginning of July, and then it lasts through like September, where it's just like this rapid lightning just way far off. And it never comes, like it never comes over the house, it never rains, it never storms, and it happens like every single night. And it's starting now. I always forget about it till it starts again. I'm like, oh yeah. So we haven't picked any big ripe tomatoes yet, but man, we have some really big ones getting ready. I actually looked, did you feel a buggy on you? I actually looked down here and wanted to come down here and show you guys this. I get tagged in pictures of mushrooms growing in garden beds regularly, where people say, I can't get rid of these, what do I do? Help. That's a blush too. Yes. I don't know what variety this is actually. I think it's pineapple, but that's cool. Mushrooms in your garden beds are not a bad thing. It's actually really encouraging thing to see, because if you've got fungi growing, it's basically just showing that you have like healthy and living soil. So when I see mushrooms growing in the garden beds, I usually just leave them. I mean, if they're really big, I might pull them out. You know, if they're just like getting in the way. But if they're not in the way of anything, then I just leave them there, and eventually they just dry up and kind of die back. But it's always an encouraging thing to me. Your soil's alive, and if you're keeping it covered and it's not being just constantly disturbed, and it's got the organisms in it have food, essentially you're putting organic matter in your soil, either by adding it in or by plants dying back and leaving roots in the ground, or whatever it is. You know, if you're adding leaf mulch or whatever mulch you're putting on, that's just your soil's living, or lots of living things are living in your soil, and mushrooms coming out of it is just like, we are here. Patient, faithful dog. I sincerely cannot believe the size of some of these tomatoes. I don't know why I can't believe it. I mean, they're big every year. I should be able to believe it. They're really huge. Oh, I can't wait. So Benjamin claimed these two. He said those two are his, but he said I could have these, so such a generous child. I spy another blush right there. I have a few tomatoes this week. This is the Homs 11. This one that's blushing that I showed you first is a mortgage lifter. People always comment on the name of the mortgage lifter tomato, and they're like, that's so funny. The story with that heirloom is that the man that created it paid off his mortgage selling those at a market. And they produce so prolifically that he was able to pay off his mortgage. I don't know if that's true or what, you know, if that's just a story that's passed down with it, but they do produce good sized tomatoes. I've had zinnias in this spot every year for the last 3 or 4 years, and it just makes me happy. I just keep planting them back here. I love when the garden gets wild. Also, this Armenian white, which is just 2 plants, is going crazy up, and it's going down and over, and I usually will try to train things up more, and I've really been trying to train this up. As you can see, it is going up some, but there are so many parts going down that I just let them go. That variety did the same thing last year. Oh well. So I actually thought that the video today was going to be a little bit different, because we've been working in our kitchen, and I thought that I would be doing a video of maybe unpacking it today. However, we realized that we needed to go to the store and get some more stuff. If you've ever done a remodel, you know exactly how that is. It's like, oh, we're almost there, and then it's like, oh wait, we need this one tiny little bracket thing that we forgot about or whatever. So we did our last store run today, and Maya is up there putting shelves in right now. And actually, my kids went down to my cousin's house who lives down the street, cousin Amy, so that I could, after our live tonight, I could start unpacking parts of my kitchen. We're gonna go up there in just a second and take a look at it. I'm pretty excited. I just wanted to come down here for a second because I have been working on the cabinets today and then went to the store. So I have not been down in the garden since this morning. Oh goodness. There are little birdies in this house. Little bluebirds. Hi birdie. We're gonna back up and leave that baby alone. Wow, I'm feeling the zinnias today. These are like, they're giant zinnias. They really live up to their name. These guys are huge. Sometimes when I'm just standing in my garden, I just look at it and I think, I love you, I love you, I love you. Specifically moments just like this. Wow, check out this purple sweet potato vine here in the front garden bed. Vivacious little thing, huh? I'm freaking out right now. I'm so excited. I have shelves. Beautiful shelves. Started bringing some of my pottery in to put up here, some of my plants. I'm about to start going down and grabbing some stuff from the storage. I'm not gonna try to unpack everything tonight. It's like 10 o'clock. We're down to the final details of the kitchen. Having the shelves up is massive.
Yeah.
So literally it's like the cabinet doors, the handles and pulls, the curtain.
Toe kick trim.
Toe kick trim.
Some detailed touch-up paint.
Oh, I gotta paint the trim on that windowsill that you trimmed out. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this. I literally, like, he had not even finished. He's over there still hanging shelves and I'm over here bringing my plants in. I'm so excited. You know, I don't like it when my words are insufficient, but at the moment they are. At some point, I'm gonna have to make myself go to bed because I'm so excited that I literally want to just unpack my entire kitchen tonight. That would not be the responsible thing to do. I'm one of those people that like just cannot sleep in late, and so even though my kids are not gonna be here in the morning, I'll still wake up pretty early. But, so I'm not even gonna get in the pod tonight and get a lot of the kitchen stuff out. However, I had like my mugs and some of like my favorite kitchen things were out that we were using, and I'm sort of just piecing those back in. And also I had some things that you guys had sent me, and you can kind of see some things spotting on the shelves as what you guys have sent me. A lot of you have sent things off of our wish list and things for our kitchen. And also I had these things which I was really excited to open. When I went and visited my Uncle Bernie and Aunt Ann a few weeks ago in South Arkansas, I bought a few pieces from them. They are artists. He would say he's not an artist, but he definitely is, and I'll show you in a second and you'll agree with me. But she does glass art and he does woodworking, and so I got some like glass platters, like this little platter, and it has a stand, and then this plate here. Isn't that beautiful? Then I got this, which Uncle Bernie made. And I just wanted to support their business and just have things that they made because they're treasures to me. I love handmade stuff, and I also love supporting small businesses. And it's my aunt and uncle who are very, very dear to me. So this is the cutting board which Uncle Bernie made. And these are all like exotic hardwoods. It's an ingrain cutting board. What a beautiful piece of art, right? So I was really excited to open those. All right, it's almost midnight. I gotta go to bed. Look, I'm getting things on the shelf. We're actually having to like still oil the butcher block. So we're gonna clear them all off. So good. Oh, here's the holes for the drawers. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I will do a video this week once we get this all in here. We actually still have to build a couple other things, but answering all the questions about paint colors and the shelving and all the different things. We answered a lot of questions on our live tonight, and we've answered a lot of questions on videos, but I'd like to make one good reference video that you guys can go to where we can tell you all about this kitchen remodel. I'm so pumped now that it's really cool to me that we're getting this done right as the tomatoes are beginning to blush, because it's about to really be time to do a lot of processing, and I'm so excited to get to do that in this amazing new space, and I love getting to share it with y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I bless you. Until next time.